Welcome to Mix Master Release, Episode 2. Today it's about parking lots, or better known as EQ carving. We're going to do a little bit of cleanup, and we're going to start with the two main instruments in the record to get those two in a decent space. And it's really about just finally approaching this part of the mixing process. Episode 1 was about gain staging and getting a balanced rough mix. I think we did that pretty good. Gain staging, let me just touch on that real quick. So you hear a lot of people say you should gain stage to negative 18 decibels. I chose negative 10 as my peak level, and of course negative 18 full scale, or 0 VU as my average level. And the reason I did that is I did not want my drum peaks to be at negative 18. I hear a lot of people say you should calibrate to negative 18, but to me then, where does the peaks fit in with that, right? So if that is the case, if they tell you negative 18, no more peaks than negative 10 or negative 6 or negative 12, however you decide to calibrate your gain staging, then my peaks, which are typically the transient information, drums, percussion, or any sound that has some transient information in it, well, they need to be at whatever the peak level is. I'm still left with 10 decibels of headroom. So that is the reason why I chose to do that. If I haven't said it, this is going to be part 1 of episode 2 for the parking lot section. So let's get started. The parking lot stage. So let me explain what is going on here. For every track that I have here, I have a copy of Relay and I have a copy of Neutron 4. I have also gone through and did a learn function on the tracks. So I'm going to do the final 2 here. I'm going to hit learn. I'm forever young. Let me remove these clothes. All right. And so essentially what it has done is it has listened to the audio material, the audio signal, and it has found some interesting areas that may need further inspection. And again, we've done that on every last track. The relay that we have here, these we used one to interconnect with the isotope's internal system, but we also utilized a high pass filter on just the ones that really needed it. Basically what we did was we looked at each track and we're looking at the information that's on here, basically the low information. Now this is a preset that I have that's supposed to kind of be taking a look at the low end information. So then we went through and we cut things that we just simply did not need. I do not need my hats information that is down here. Yes, it's under 120 decibels, but I don't want that to compile on anything else. So that cleans some of this crufty stuff out. So I just wanted to clear up things down in those areas that just simply were not needed. Let's take a look at the snare drum here. And right now, this is all about just cleaning up stuff, right? So this is our snare drum. All right. We got stuff way down here, man. I don't need that. I really don't need it going that low, do I? Let's trim some of that back. And honestly, I really can slope this to 48, right? And then we'll go into the actual Neutron and we can boost all day in those low areas. If we just wanted to get some of that information back, right? All right. Look at how the meter is moving now, right? So let's see what happens when we disengage the filter. Look at that. I don't need that, right? that keeps it right there in that range. And that's a perfect example of in this format, how filtering a little below the fundamental helps clean up the mix. So I want to do one quick little pass here. Let me do a full on bypass here. So as you can see, I did not shave a lot of stuff off. There's still information down there that's building up. So there is somebody in here, and I almost can guess that it is our bass. Nope, it is not. So who is that, our culprit here? So let's cut out the vocals. Wow. All right, let me cut out my drums. Look at that. All that low end information. Where is that coming from? You think that's the strings? Let's see. We will cut the string solo. All right. And then we will cut the string section. Aha. That is. Look at that. I'll be damned. All that cruft. We don't need that. I don't. I need those crispy. But as you can see, the whole point of going through the motions of cutting out all of this low end is I'm going to select all of the instruments and I want to take a look at those. So even with the bass line, all right? I mean, look at the bass line by itself, man. Check this out. All right. Look at these. I don't need the cruft. I don't need the stuff that's down in the back. I'm listening to the horn right now. It has some real low reverb in there. It's not necessary. So let me take a look at our lead, because we definitely cut some stuff out of the lead. Interesting. Done away with the pain. All of that down there does not need to be there. Done away with the pain. Done away with the pain. Now that changes the sound significantly when I run it by 48. Don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to also listen to the it's done away. As far as I'm concerned, that is nice. I'm going to do the same thing on the chorus bus as well. Forever, I want you. I want you. I want you. Wow. I'm forever young. I want you. Okay, so that's the chorus bus, right? I want you. I want you. I want you. I want you. All right. Now I'm going to actually listen to, we're going to take this even further. I'm going to listen to our instrument bus, right? All right. So for the instrument bus, we're going to open that up. We'll start with a 12 decibel filter. We're going to look at our meters here. Bypass. It looks like it's good, actually. The main one, or the main two, that is an issue in the entire record is the lead and the acoustic guitar. If only I could take away the now, as you can see, these two share quite a bit of information, right? And I'm actually going to grab this from one more time. If only and we want the acoustic guitars. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm doing too much here. This should be the acoustic guitar. We could
try this
Neutron.
one more time.
All right, that way we get the ability to modify all of these in one. And then this will be
Take away the pain
the lead bus. So let me do this here because I just remembered. I went through the motion of doing some corrective stuff here as well. So this is the guitar here without the correction. Now, there's a couple of things in here. One, that low end got to be dealt with. The ice picks, I kind of want to deal with those too, right? So, all right, so one of the ice picks is here. That right there. And this is another one. All right, we want to get that out the way. This is debatable, but this one definitely. And then we have one here, which is very inaudible actually. All right. Engage this one. It's a little sweeter. This one. So as you can hear, it's not a whole lot with these, but they got that chalkboard stuff out of there. All right, now this is a major one here. And the purpose of that one was to clear out that mud at the bottom. Not completely, I don't want to completely remove the low end. All right. And then our final one is a little shelf. All right, so that right there just needed to be cleaned up. More natural sounding. So now we have Neutron 4 on the acoustic guitar, Neutron 4 on the lead bus, and I need to get these two in a good space between each other where I can hear parts clearly and ensuring that, you know, things are working in a harmonious way. Let's get to this thing here.
If only I could.
So I'm looking at these two, and it's showing me the parts that are struggling, right?
If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain.
So the orange is the other plug-in. So over here, the orange is the vocals.
If only I could take away the pain for a day.
So I'm thinking,
if only I could take
I need the
pain
guitar bottom. I really do. So I'm gonna take this and make this a bell and shelf. See what happens when we do this.
If only I could take
Interesting.
the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain.
You only need a couple of decibels to do this.
If only I could take away the pain.
Now here's what I'm thinking. I need to shave the acoustic guitar in this area because the harmony parts are going to become a problem as well. That Do an inverse link here as well. I'm going to do this. I want to make this particularly wide. Not that wide. Jeez, oh, peace. Around here.
If only I could take
now, what I also want to do is I want to change this actually to a dynamic EQ, right? I also want to change this to a dynamic EQ because I want these. I don't, when the vocal is not playing, I don't want it to doing. I don't want it doing all that. Only when the vocal is playing.
If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain.
I'm gonna cut just a little bit here because I really do not need.
If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain for a day.
Now, if you're listening, there's this real subtle undertone that is being cleaned up that I may improve upon it. Later, we can add some stuff back.
If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain for a day.
I think I can increase this area.
Could take away the pain for a day.
A little bit here.
If only I could take away the pain for a day.
All right.
If only I could take away the pain for a day. If only I could take away the pain for a day.
All right. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to actually come back here. I'm going to unbypass and unmute everything.
Us to be together, it ain't no loss for me. Never forever. Us to be
much cleaner
together, it ain't no loss for me. Never forever.
I am going to render this out and we are going to go do a car listen.